Point number 4, make a meal plan and watch the quantities. This one's a little bit tricky right now because I spent a lot of years telling people that they should eat 3 meals a day, 3 moderate sized meals, possibly with a couple of snacks, healthy snacks in between if they needed it. That works really well, and it's a good plan to stick to. It's slightly confused now by the fact that a lot of research has been done into fasting and the benefits of having some fasting days during the week or lower days when you take in less calories. And so it's not quite so clear cut. I think it's more to do with what suits you and what helps you to stick to something. So we're finding that having 2 really low days each week and then sticking to as much as possible a healthy Mediterranean style diet on the other days, as described in Michael Mosley's Fast 800 diet. We find that really good because it's easy to stick to, and the days in between are really healthy eating as well. So I think it depends on what suits you, but the point is to make a plan of how you're going to eat and stick to it, because the one thing you don't want to do is just graze throughout the day. It's even more so when you're at home for a long time during the day, which lots of people are at the moment, and there is a tendency to just eat whenever you feel like it. And also the other thing is to eat leftovers, and that's particularly difficult for mothers when they've got their children at home, because quite often they don't finish everything up and you think, oh, I'll just finish this bit or that bit, and actually it all adds up. And between grazing and you eating leftovers, you could find that you're eating an awful lot more in the day than you're intending to. Also, portion size is really important. You've probably noticed, we've definitely noticed, and I don't think it's only because we're getting older, we've noticed that in the days when we used to be allowed to go out to the pub to eat, the pub meals and such like are getting larger and larger. Now, I know that there's a tendency to need less on your plate as you get a bit older, but all the same, some of those pub meals now are so huge that it's to us quite overwhelming. It's not been a problem lately because obviously we haven't even been allowed to go and do that, but normally that is the case. So portion sizes are really important. You can find a lot of information on the sort of size that you should be looking at for different items like meat and fish and pasta and rice and things like that. And if you're trying to cut down a bit, then another thing you can do is to have a smaller plate, because some of it is psychological, and if you are eating off a slightly smaller plate, actually you believe that you've got more food than you have, and you might find that that's an easy way to cut down on what you're eating. So point number 4 is to make yourself a meal plan and to watch the quantities and to make sure you stick to it.